So let's say that we start. Okay, so I need to open Microsoft Word first to explain what we need to do. So this is the document that we are filling in. And today is our class number 4. Today is our class number 4, right? Or 3? Jan, is it our 4th class or 3rd?
Sir, I think it's
Third one.
three.
Third one.
It's 3rd one.
Third
Yeah.
one.
If we exclude that introductory class, yes, it's the 3rd class. So class number 3. So in this class, we will learn about multi-line print statement. And we need to learn about escape. Okay, now tell me that if we had to write this line, if we want to show this line on screen.
Sir,
Yeah,
what does multi-line mean?
multi-line means that more than one lines we can use in the print statement. Okay, we can
Okay.
write more than one lines in the print statement. The pattern that we are using right now, I will explain that also to you. And the next thing is escape character. So first, let's go towards multi-line print statement. And let's say that if you want to print something on idle here. So you are basically using, let's say this one, print. Oh, I forgot to put the brackets. I am a good student, let's say, and you press enter and it just executes. You can't write more than one lines at the same time, right? That is happening. So you will try to do that, but still it would not actually work. Every time I type in something and press enter and it just executes. Let's say that I want to show both of these lines together. I don't want them to break apart. I want both of these lines to show in one group. So how can I do that? In order to do that, what I need to do is I need to use multi-line print statement. Multi-line print statement is
Sir?
just like, yes, Hamza.
My father already told me a little bit of this thing.
Of the multi-line print statement.
Yes, sir.
So maybe you can tell us that how do we do that?
It was a lot of days before.
It was okay. No problem. See, what we are going to do is we would simply use the same way of writing prints command. Also, I want to tell one very important thing. When we are using print statement, it does not matter if we use 2 commas or 2 inverted commas. Like you can see that these are 2 inverted commas. This is not actually 1. Okay, these are 2 double quotation marks. This is called double inverted commas. So it does not matter if we use double quotation marks, let's say hello world. And also it works the same way if we enter single quotation marks. Okay. So it does not matter that if you are using 2 inverted commas or double quotation marks in the print statement, or if you're using single quotation mark in the print statement, it works exactly the same way. But when you try to do this, that instead of having 2 inverted commas, you try to add 3 inverted commas like that. And you write something in, let's say you write, I am a good student, and you then press enter. It does not execute everything. What does it do? It goes to the next line. I am a good student. I study in a good school. I like studying. I like reading, I'd say. Good books. And if you press enter once again, it is not going to execute this command. Actually, it is going to put your bracket in the next line so that you can start typing in there something else also. So right now you have written 3 lines, and if you want these 3 lines to execute, you would have to go towards the end of the bracket where the bracket is ending. You need to go outside this bracket and then press enter, and then it is going to be displayed on your screen. So that is how you can use multi-line print statement. So the difference between a simple print statement and a multi-line print statement is the usage of these inverted commas. If you're using 3 inverted commas at the start and at the ending, it is going to work as a multi-line print statement. Yes, Zayan, you want to say something?
Yes, because we wrote 3 sentences. So if we write 3 sentences, then only we will use the 3 commas. Or if we're writing 4 sentences, we will have to use 4 commas. Or it's only like this that we will have to use 3 commas no matter how
You
many
have,
sentences.
yes, you have to use 3 commas, no matter how many sentences are you going to use. Okay. So if you want to use 100 sentences, you want to write 100 sentences, since still you would have to use 3 inverted commas at the start and 3 inverted commas at the end. So try using a print statement right now on your computers with 3 inverted commas and try to write more than 1 lines in that. Okay. Now,
Okay.
before you start doing anything, just see it once again. Okay. Just see it once again. In order to see it, I am going to, let's say, write print. And then I'm going to use 1, 2, 3 commas, write something. Put another 3 commas, not 4, actually 3. And before I enter here, I need to enter before these 3 commas, like that. Okay. So right.
It came, I am a good student
Yeah.
only.
Yeah, let's try it once again. Print 1, 2, 3 commas, write your statement. Press enter. Press, sorry, again. Yes, Walaikum Assalam, Wajiha, how are you? So with the print statement, we are learning about multi-line print statement. So you would write print, and then you would start your task. Put 3 inverted commas at the start, then start writing something. Like I am a good student. Press enter, start, continue writing anything that you want. Keep on writing. And only when you want to stop, put 3 inverted commas again, put the closing brackets, press enter, and it works like that. Okay. So all of you, please write the code. Zayan, Mustafa, Hamza, Wajia, I will explain you once again.
Okay. Sir,
Yes.
do we have to write all of these scribbled words?
No, I wasn't I wasn't feeling like typing some meaningful thing there. So that's why I just scribbled it. So something that I could type in quickly. So that is why I just stated. Otherwise, you can write sentences properly if you want. For both of you that who have just recently joined, let me explain that to you once again. Today, what we are going to learn is it is about using multiple lines to write a print statement. So it is called multi-line print statement. There's class number 3, and we are learning about two things today. First is multi-line print statement, and then we have escape characters. So this multi-line print statement, we are first talking about how does it work, what it is actually. So for that, what we have is, I would want to show you that how did we previously use a print statement. So previously we used to write print and then we would write two inverted commas at the start, write a statement. And close our statement with the inverted commas and the brackets, and then we would just press enter and it would show something on screen. Now, this kind of print statement only allows you to enter one line at a time. So if let's say that you want to write a few lines about something, you might have to type it in again and again and again. So the problem is that this
Sir?
way we could only write one statement at a time and we can't write more than one statement. Zayan, you are done, I suppose. Okay. So whenever you raise hand, I know what you are going to say.
Sir,
Yes.
I did. Sir, when I wrote multiple of sentences, I got an error. Syntax. Sir, I got an error.
What kind of error did you get?
Sir, I opened the ideal one.
But what is the error?
Sir, should I share my screen?
Yeah, just give me 2 minutes. First, let me explain this process to Wajiha and Malik, and then I would obviously let you share your screen and share the error. In the meanwhile, you can also see and identify where the error is. So Wajiha and Malik, the problem that we are having with the print statement is that we could only write one statement at a time or one sentence at a time. And it would not be suitable to do it if you want to, let's say, have more than one lines to be printed. So the solution for that is that when we are using print statement, previously we used to write one inverted comma at the start and one inverted comma at the end, or maybe two inverted commas at the start and two inverted commas at the end of the statement. But if you would enter three inverted commas at the start, one by one, then you can start writing multiple sentences in that. So your task is to use multiple print statement and write a content that has at least 3 or 4 lines in that. Like you can write, I am a good student, I live in Lahore, I am 30 years old, I like to eat ice cream. So once you are done writing all the lines that you wanted to print, what you are going to do is just close the statement by putting 3 inverted commas here and bracket at the end. Okay, so once you are done, if you would press enter here at the end of this statement, it is going to execute all 4 lines at the same time. So this is the task that we need to complete today. Now, Bilal, Hamza, sorry, you can share your screen and tell me, let me see that what problem are you facing right now.
Sir, I was just doing a little bit of my work. They disabled it. Sir, it's not working.
Yes, the screen sharing, I generally keep it disabled. Yes, now you can share screen, Hamza.
Look, sir.
So I think that you are using the wrong brackets.
Sir, I don't have those kind of brackets that you have.
You don't have it on your keyboard?
No, sir.
Try pressing Shift 9 and Shift 0.
Shift 9 and Shift 0.
Hmm. Try pressing Shift and 9.
Sir, nothing.
Press Shift 9. Hold Shift, don't leave it, and press 9. 9 that is on top of the keyboard. On QWERTYs above 1, 2, 3, 1 till 0, you have numbers there.
Sir, here.
Bete on your keyboard.
Okay.
On your keyboard, you have a row of numbers below F1, F2, F3. You have numbers from 1 till 0, right?
Yes, sir,
The
but
sec
even if I do it, nothing happens.
Okay, press and hold Shift and press 9. I hope that it would add brackets here.
Sir,
You have to
same happens.
you have to do it here at the end. At the end. Yes,
Here?
here. Yes. Shift 9 and Shift 0.
Sir, it worked.
I'm not sure. Shift 9 and Shift 0.
Okay, sir. Now do I have to type it again?
Hmm.
I'll just scribble.
Okay, so after this, we would want to look into that other thing. Okay, so now let's do the next task. The next task is about escape characters. Okay, before we start exploring what the escape characters are, we would have to first understand why do we need escape characters. Now let's say that you want to print something that involves these type of inverted commas to be a part of the sentence. These type of apostrophes to be a part of your sentence that you want to print out. Okay. So now you can't, let's say, print it exactly like that if you are using print statement. A simple reason for that is that print understands these things as its characters, which may not be able to, let's say, distinguished by the print statement. So let's say we try to do that in the print statement. And for that, I'm going to write something here. I would say print, start with double inverted commas and write, I can't go to school. And if I try to print it, it says that invalid syntax. This is happening because we are using characters which are supposed to do a particular task. And your computer or Python understands those characters as special elements that are there to identify the sentence structure or the print statement syntax. But if we had some character that could help us identify them, that these characters are not a part of the code, but they are part of the string, that would help. So that is why we need escape characters. So whenever we want to use this kind of apostrophe, single or double apostrophes, we can use escape characters. Using escape characters is very easy. It is not at all difficult. All you need to do is just be careful while doing that. So let's say we say print, and now I say I can't go to see it prints I can't go to school. So what I understand is that if I want to print this thing on my screen, if you want this apostrophe to be printed on your screen, you should have to type. Let's say that if you want to print this one on the screen, for this, if we want to show these inverted commas on screen, we should use them with escape character. And by using it with escape character means that we would have to use a slash and then inverted commas. So this would mean this is equivalent. This is equal to using this one. If wherever you want to use this inverted commas, you can attach a slash before the inverted comma to identify that this inverted comma would escape. It would not be a part of the running program. So let's try it once again. And this time we are going to use it with the single inverted comma. Print, we use it with single inverted comma. And with the single inverted comma, we go like that. Again, syntax error. And to avoid that syntax error, we are going to use apostrophe, this apostrophe. And before that, we are going to use an escape character. So we would do the same. That this is an escape character. So in order to identify it as escape character, we will put this mark here. Whenever we are using single or double apostrophe in the sentence, do not forget to put this mark along with that. Okay. So whenever you want to use this as a part of the sentence, instead use this. If you want to use this as a part of the sentence, single apostrophe, use slash single apostrophe. Okay. Try writing this line. So let's say that if we had to write this statement, I haven't read a good book in years. How are we going to write that? We are going to write it like that. So this is the statement that we want to print. Statement to print is this one. I haven't read a good book in years. Code for this statement would be print I haven't read a good book in years. So this is how you are going to write it. Wherever you want to use a single apostrophe or a double apostrophe, you are going to put this slash mark before that. That's it. Otherwise, it's very simple. Let's just copy it and try to see how it works. So this says I haven't read a good book in years. So maybe what I need to do is just get these sorted. I haven't read a good book in years. So when you are writing in Python, it's only better that do not copy paste the text from Word because the font formatting and all, it disturbs the way Python works. So we would use the same wording here, but with relevant font style. And maybe that would make our program understand what do we want to say. Yes, it works perfectly fine. Okay. So now you're going to practice this code line, just right here.
Sir, there is another problem in my keyboard.
What is that problem?
Sir, can I share it? I
You
can't
are
explain. It's too hard to explain.
okay.
Sir, I have to put this thing, but this happens. Oh, actually, sorry, sir. I was
There is
actually
another
trying this
there
one.
is another one. There is another
This
slash.
one.
No, forward. This is backwards. There is a forward slash also on your keyboard. Try to locate it where it is. If you can send me a picture of your keyboard, sometimes I would be able to identify where it is.
Sir, I have the forward slash, but instead of that, this happens.
Okay, can you just show me your keyboard?
Sir, how
Maybe
can I show my keyboard?
through a picture or something. Are you using a mobile phone also, I guess?
No, sir, I'm using a tablet, but I
So
use it for the meeting.
the tablet has a back camera also some of the time. So maybe if you could just open your camera.
But sir, it has a cover, and I don't know how to take it off.
Does it has a front camera?
It
Maybe
does
show
have
it.
a front camera,
Maybe show it to
but
me through the front camera.
sir, it has a cover, and I don't know how to take out that cover.
No, the front camera. Front camera would not be covered, I guess.
No, sir, it is. I can see it clearly.
Okay, maybe sometimes later if you could send me the picture of your keyboard, I would be able to identify it where the button is. Okay, what button do you
Okay.
see above
I also
the
have a
enter key?
problem.
Tell me what button do you see above the enter key? Yes, Vijaya, what problem do you have?
I see this.
So who is going to speak? I'm not sure. Yes, Vijaya, what problem do you have? Nothing?
No, can I share it?
Yeah, sure. You want to share it? Let me just yeah. Now you can share. This isn't critical. You haven't completed it actually. So you need to put, because you have started it with a double quotation mark at the start of the print statement. So at the end, before you put bracket, you would have to type that again. So what you can do is, see, Vijaya, what you can do is, at the end of this, because you started it with the double inverted comma, so you need to put a double inverted comma here as well. Now this is fine. Okay. Just remember that whichever you are using at the start, you have to use the same exact uh, print statement at the end also, and close it with the bracket at the end. So that's what we need to do. Okay.
Sir,
Yes. Zayan, you are
don't
done?
we have?
I
No, sir.
also having a problem.
Yes, Mustafa, what problem are you having? Share your screen. Hmm. So, Mustafa, the problem here is you are not using the correct syntax. I will show you what the correct syntax is on your screen, and then you would follow it. Okay. You need to accept that screen sharing, screen controlling request. Okay. See, now when you write print statement like that, you need to write print. After that, you're going to put a bracket on, and then put a starting mark to start your print statement. You can use double quotation marks to start your print statement. That's fine. I have pressed double quotation marks, but somehow it's a. So now when you're going to write it, this way, and when you are done, you have now completed your statement, right? So you need to close this statement. You started the statement with inverted commas and brackets, so you are going to close it with inverted commas and bracket, and press enter, and it should work. See, it's working. So that is how you use the correct syntax. Your starting and ending is not correct in the above statement that you have mentioned. So maybe if you would use the correct in statements, that would work fine for you. Fine, Mustafa? Okay. Yes, Hamza, you want to say something? There is only 1 minute left.
Sir, if I don't have that thing, then how will I do the work?
Because that's not possible that your keyboard does not have that slash button. It would be somewhere. All we need to do is just figure out where it is. I can actually tell you if I can see your keyboard. Otherwise, it would be difficult for me. Can you tell me which button do you see above the enter button on your keyboard?
S- it is the wrong slash one.
So the wrong slash one is basically the one that you are supposed to use.
But sir, look, should I share my screen? Look, this happens.
Share your screen.
If I do this, it keeps on happening like.
Are you pressing shift button?
No.
Can you try pressing
Sir, should
shift?
I try?
Try it with the shift also.
Huh? This happens.
Okay, try pressing shift 3.
What is shift 3?
Okay, tell me, do you see any button between shift and Z on your keyboard?
No. A?
No. Shift 3. 3 number that